Ever catch yourself daydreaming about uh, incredible ancient temples and like vibrant cultures, bustling markets?
Yeah.
Well, today we're going to dive deep into how to turn those daydreams into your 2025 reality with a trip to the awe-inspiring Kingdom of Wonder, Cambodia.
It's going to be amazing.
We're talking about getting that Cambodian tourist visa,
Right.
your key to unlocking those incredible experiences. And no worries, we know you're busy, so this isn't some long, boring visa application guide.
Right.
We're giving you just the good stuff, the essentials, so you can get back to planning that dream trip.
Yeah, you've got your sights set on 2025, and we're here to make sure that visa process is smooth and efficient.
Exactly. Think of this as your shortcut to visa savviness. So while you're picturing yourself amongst those breathtaking temples of Angkor Wat, let's lay the groundwork, visas.
Yeah.
Have 'em.
Absolutely. It's that crucial first step. And while the process itself is pretty straightforward, knowing the ins and outs, the nuances can really make a world of difference. I mean, Cambodia offers several different types of visas, each one tailored for a specific purpose.
Yeah, it's like choosing the right travel path. You wouldn't just set off on a journey without knowing your destination right.
Exactly. So for those dreaming of exploring those iconic Cambodian sites, those temples, immersing yourself in that rich culture, the tourist visa, that's your golden ticket.
Okay.
And that's what we're going to focus on today. But, it is important to mention that longer stays, for those who might be considering work or maybe even business ventures, those might require you to look into those ordinary visas. And then, of course, there's specialized options for diplomats as well.
Right. And speaking of making sure that journey is smooth, our research really emphasizes using official sources because, trust me, misinformation out there, it can really throw a wrench in your travel plans.
Oh, absolutely. This deep dive we're doing today, this is going to equip you with accurate and up-to-date information from all the reliable sources so you can tackle that visa application with confidence.
Confidence to join the ranks of those who have witnessed Cambodia's magic firsthand. And it is fascinating. Did you know that over 6.6 million tourists visited Cambodia in 2020 alone?
Wow.
That says a lot about this country, even amidst global travel challenges.
It really does. And for many of those travelers looking for those classic Cambodian experiences, all within a month's time frame, the visa on arrival is often the most convenient option.
Okay, so let's break this visa on arrival process down. Imagine we've just landed, that plane's touching down, we're feeling that tropical heat, ready for adventure. What are those must-haves our listeners need?
Okay, so picture this. You've just landed. You're excited that arrival hall energy is buzzing, and the last thing you want is to hit a snag with your visa.
Oh, yeah.
Good news is it's designed to be super straightforward. First things first, your passport. Make sure it's valid for at least 6 months beyond your planned departure date. You don't want to be scrambling for a last-minute renewal while you're supposed to be exploring ancient temples.
Yeah, no passport panic amidst the beauty. That makes sense.
Yeah.
So passport checked, what else is on our pre-flight to-do list?
You'll need one recent passport-sized photo, the drill, and have that USD fee ready. It's typically $30 for most nationalities, although like we touched on earlier, there can be slight variations. And of course, don't forget to grab that immigration form, either on the plane or as you disembark. They usually have them handy.
Gotcha. Okay, so documents ready. I'm picturing that arrival hall energy again. Where do we go from there?
Keep your eyes peeled for those apply visa counters. Usually pretty easy to spot. The process is usually pretty quick and painless, just another step on your Cambodian adventure. Once you're through there, you're officially ready to dive into everything Cambodia has to offer.
Love it. Now, I know some listeners might be thinking back to those fee variations you mentioned. Our research did highlight a few differences based on nationality.
Right, you are. While that $30 USD fee is the norm for most, some Asian nationalities might find themselves paying a slightly lower fee, closer to $25.
Good to keep in mind. Now, this visa on arrival, it's perfect for those shorter trips, those 30-day explorations. But what about if you're feeling that pull toward being a bit more of a long-term traveler?
Oh, well, that's where that e-visa comes into play.
Yeah.
It's a really fantastic option for those embracing a more, I don't know, what's the word, modern, flexible style of travel, which is becoming more and more common with remote work and all that.
Absolutely. The digital nomad lifestyle is definitely having its moment. And it seems Cambodia is more than ready to welcome those adventurous souls. So for those picturing a longer stay in Cambodia, maybe setting up that digital nomad office overlooking a rice paddy, the e-visa sounds like it might be the way to go. What's the deal with it?
It's pretty much the modern traveler's key to Cambodia. You bypass all those lines at the airport and apply right from home, whether that's your apartment here or that beach bungalow you're dreaming of working from.
Sounds pretty tempting. So walk us through it. How do we snag one of these digital keys to the kingdom?
Well, first you head over to the official Cambodian e-visa website, and I do want to emphasize that official part.
Great, safety first.
Exactly. You don't want to get caught up with any dodgy websites or scams. Once you're on the right site, it's pretty standard stuff, like any online form you've filled out a million times. You put in your information, upload a digital copy of your passport photo, and pay the fee, all secure and online.
Easy peasy. But I'm guessing accuracy is super important here.
You got it. Even a tiny typo could mean delays, so always double check everything before hitting that submit button. And speaking of planning ahead, you want to apply at least 5 working days before your trip.
Got it, 5 days. So the e-visa, perfect for digital nomads or extended travel, but we've also got those ordinary visas in the mix. Are those the better option if you're thinking long-term?
They definitely can be. See, the e-visa that gives you a 30-day stay, and you can usually extend it once, but if you're thinking of staying in Cambodia, working, living, really digging into the culture for much longer, those ordinary visas are probably more up your alley.
Yep.
They do require a bit more planning, though usually done before you even set foot in Cambodia.
Okay, so it really depends on what kind of adventure you're after.
Exactly. And hey, if you're specifically drawn to Cambodia for remote work or even running a business, there's a special visa for that too, the ED visa. It's designed for this whole digital nomad movement. We're seeing really interesting stuff.
Cambodia is ready for the future of work, it seems. Now, shifting gears a bit, what about families traveling with kids? Anything special they should know?
Cambodia loves families, and the visa process really shows it. Kids under 12 don't even need to pay the visa application fee for tourist visas.
Music to parents' ears, I'm sure, but I'm assuming those essential documents are still a must.
Oh, absolutely. You'll need that valid passport, a recent passport photo, and a completed immigration form signed by a parent or guardian. It's often helpful to submit everyone's applications together as a family unit, just to keep things running smoothly.
Smart. Now, we've talked a lot about flying into Cambodia, but what about those adventurers coming in by land or sea? Is it the same deal?
That's where it gets a little trickier. Visa on arrival is usually available at the major land border crossings, like Poi Phe if you're coming from Thailand, or Ba Ve and Moc Bai from Vietnam. But not every crossing offers it, so it's always best to do your research beforehand just to be sure.
Research is key.
Yeah.
Might have to be our motto. What about arriving by sea? I know Cambodia sees its fair share of cruise ships.
While Cambodia does roll out the welcome mat for cruise ships, that visa on arrival option isn't usually available at the seaports. In those cases, it's best to get that e-visa sorted beforehand or have a chat with your cruise line. They might have some prearranged visa solutions.
So much good advice here. It really all comes back to being informed and prepared. And speaking of which, beyond all the visa stuff, our research really paints such a vivid picture of Cambodia. The warmth of the people, the absolute magic of watching the sunrise over Angkor Wat.
My first time seeing Angkor Wat at sunrise. That's a memory I'll never forget. There's something truly special about experiencing those ancient temples bathed in that golden morning light.
You're making me want to book a flight right now. And our research also uncovered some amazing tour options. Imagine seeing Angkor Wat with extended hours, basically escaping the crowds and having those majestic temples all to yourself.
Now that's an experience. And for those who want to dive even deeper into Cambodian culture, there are these incredible itineraries that take you beyond the tourist trail to explore local villages, savor authentic cuisine, and learn about those ancient traditions.
That's what we love to share, going beyond those logistics and really connecting with the heart and soul of a place. And with your Cambodian visa sorted and all the insights from our deep dive today, you're well on your way to experiencing the magic of this incredible country.
Safe travels and enjoy every moment in this kingdom of wonder. It's truly special.
And on that note, we leave you with one final thought. We've talked about the millions drawn to Cambodia's beauty, but what if we could harness that tourism as a force for good? As you're planning your adventure, think about how your journey can contribute positively to the local communities and help preserve this extraordinary cultural heritage for generations to come. Until our next deep dive, happy travels, everyone.